Hi everyone, welcome to this new episode of Conversations with Zoé. Always a pleasure to be your host. It is another opportunity for you and I to have some nuggets that will help us achieve success, because here in this platform we strongly believe that success is much more than just money, much more than just stuff we have to acquire, but success is about fulfilling the intention of our creation. That is our purpose. So here we share nuggets, information, wisdom, insight, become more and more successful. And today, as usual, I have something that I believe will make all the difference in your life. And I want to talk to you about two essentials that I think will help you become and achieve success in the next year 2023. You know, as I've been saying in my last episodes, we are preparing ourselves to crush it in 2023. And most of the time, we think that for our next year to be our best year, we just have to wish, or we just have to make new resolutions. And we used to say that a new year comes with new resolutions. But I want to help you here understand that no resolution will change your life. In fact, nothing will come from the coming year. There is nothing in that year that is good for you. What do I want to say, or what do I mean? I mean that nothing, no year has a particular blessing or a particular components that will turn your life into success. No. It is you who has the potential and the capacity to make the next year your best year. This coming year has nothing. It's like a tool. It's like an instrument. It's like a knife. You can use a knife to kill. You can use a knife to cut things. You can use a knife to do something constructive, or you can use a knife to do something destructive. It is just a tool. Many people hope that 2023 will be a good year. 2023 will be the best year. And they think that just by hoping, just by wishing, or just by praying, something magical, something unexpected, something divine will happen that will turn their lives into success. But I want to tell you, you are the architect of the results of your life in 2023. It's good to pray. It's good to wish. It's good to hope. But you have to understand that you have to go beyond wishing. You have to go beyond hoping. You have to go beyond mere resolutions. And the two essentials I want to give you, for many years, have been neglecting those two things. But couple of years later, as I was training people, I was coaching people, and even in my own life and in my research, I finally understood that those two essentials, if they lack, if they are missing in your life, it will be difficult. Whatever your potential, whatever your purpose, whatever your willpower, whatever your passion, whatever your drive, it will be difficult, even impossible for you to become a success. Because don't forget, when we talk about success here, we are talking about being a person of value, contributing to the world, releasing into the world the fruit God gave you to bear with your seed. That is your difference. And if you are lacking those two essentials I'm about to share with you, it will be difficult. Many people neglect it. Many people oversee them. Many people are not even aware of their importance. But it's good for you and I to pay attention to those two essentials. Let me share with you this story of mine. Many years, I think, since my childhood, as long as I can remember, I always loved music. Always. I loved music. I loved singing. And in 2025, I had the opportunity to join a band in my community. And for me, that day was a great day because I was having at last the opportunity to express my passion, to express the love I had for music. So I joined that band, but let me tell you this, that dream turned into a nightmare. Why? Because despite all my efforts, I was a poor singer, the poorest of the poor. I was singing off key all the time. I remember one day during a service, can you imagine? I was singing with my eyes closed on the mic. And as I was singing in front of the congregation, I heard, "Zoe, stop, stop. You are singing off key. Stop what you are doing. Stop." Can you imagine being in front of 500, 800 people singing, and someone on top of his voice scream at you? Someone screams at you, "Stop, stop, you are singing off key." I was crushed. I remember that I didn't open my eyes. I just bowed my head and I got down the stage. I was crushed inside. My self-esteem, my self-confidence were hurt deeply that day. And just to illustrate to you how bad I was when it comes to singing. And after that episode, I planned to resign because I said to myself, I remember I was walking down a road in the night thinking about all of those experiencing in music, and I came to the conclusion that what I love doesn't love me in return. So to protect my self-confidence, to protect my self-worth, to protect my emotion, to avoid being mocked at, to avoid being criticized every day, to avoid all those bad experiences in the future, it's good for me to resign, because what I love doesn't love me in return. And something happened, because at the same period I was planning to go and see our leader to resign, our leader summoned all the band members and he told us that he finally recruited a professional vocal coach who will be with us to help us in singing and in music to improve our proficiency. And that day I decided to give him a shot. Who knows? maybe this professional vocal coach will be the one who will finally help me turn my nightmare into my dream, the dream I already had since my childhood, to sing and to play music. I remember the first day Nikes, because his name was Nikes, came. He made an assessment. He passed us through a test because he wanted to know our level, to know how to teach us, how to train us. No need to say to you that I was the poorest. I was the last. My performance was the poorest. But at the end of that first session, I made something that completely changed my life. I went with that coach to his car. I was walking with him towards his car, and I asked him a question. I asked him this: tell me, please, is there a hope for me in music? Because I don't want to invest one more year in this music thing, knowing that I don't have the gift, I don't have the skill, I don't have the talent to succeed. I want you to tell me, is there a hope for me in music? And he told me something that still helps me today. He told me that when it comes to success in music and in all other domains, your gift has little to do with your success. I say, what are you talking about? He said, your gift is important at the beginning, may be important at the beginning to help you know in which domain you have to invest yourself. But at the end of the day, what will make the difference is your passion. That is your willingness to pay the price, to work, to discipline yourself, to do whatever it takes to produce the results you are dreaming about or you are dreaming of. I say, wow. He said, yes. And he said this to me: when I'm listening to you, you are singing off key. You are singing bad. Your singing proficiency is poor. But let me tell you this: you have a singular, a specific, a good vocal, I don't know how you call it, vocal signature. Yes. He told me you have a unique vocal signature. And if you do what I will be telling you to do, if you practice all the exercises I will be giving to you, if you follow the system I will be giving to you, if you do that, I can assure you that your nightmare will be turned into your dream. He told me that, and that day I made a decision. I said, because he used to give us exercises, vocal exercises, and he asked us every day to walk, to practice them 3 to 4 times per week. But that day I've decided that I will be practicing 365 days non-stop, following his system, following his coaching advice. And guess what? 1 year later, I was the best singer in the band. And as I was remembering that episode of my life and many other domains in which I have achieved great things, significant things, I finally understood that 2 things made the difference in my life. 2 essentials that I want you also to pay close attention to and to invest in if you want the coming year to be your best year. The first thing is this: the environment. The environment, the condition. I was passionate about music. I was willing to work hard, but I didn't have the right environment, and I didn't have the right environment, because after that day, he introduced me into a group of people he was coaching, people who have the same passion like me for music, people who were willing to work hard, people who were willing to pay the price. And that environment gave me the right conditions to channel my passion, not to give up, to always work to try until I succeed. You know, you will never outperform the quality of your environment. If you want to achieve something great in 2023, one of the things you have to invest in, it is the right environment. The environment talks about the people you hang with. It talks about the kind of things you are letting inside your mind. It talks about the people with whom you are walking, you are talking, you are hanging with. It is very important. The fact that I joined that group completely changed my results, because in that group I found inspiration. In that group I found the motivation. When I was discouraged, the people of that group motivated me. When I was discouraged, the people of that group were saying to me, don't give up, work hard, you will get there. That is how we used to be. But if you stick to the process, if you stick to the system, if you follow the advice, you will finally get to the results you want to be able to achieve. They were inspiring me. They were motivating me. And it is very, very important. And I was using also their results to push me to work hard. When you hang with people who are doing great things, they will communicate to you that spirit. It is, there is a good kind of competition and there is a bad kind of competition. A good kind of competition is a competition where you take an inspiration from someone who is achieving something greater that you also want to achieve, who is achieving something powerful, something great that you want to achieve. You are not competing with him. No, you are inspired. When you look and when you see his results, you get enough inspiration to work hard and to get the same results as him. You are not competing with him, you are inspired by him. And the environment provided this type of conditions. I need that environment. I need that good kind of competition. I need that place. And because that conditions, that environment provide for me cheerleaders. They were encouraging me. They were motivating me. Many times I was discouraged, and when I came to see some of them, they told me, don't worry, we used to be like you. We used to have poor results like you. Go, don't give up. Here is the process. Follow the system. Work hard. Here are the exercises. Continue. You will see the results you are looking for. So the first essential I learned from my vocal coach is the power, the essentiality of the environment. It is non-negotiable. It is mandatory. If you want to be successful in 2023, find yourself the right environment, a group of people, a community of people who have the same dream as you, who have the same passion, who can motivate you, who can encourage you, who can inspire you, who can be your cheerleaders. That is the first essential. The second essential is this: find yourself a coach. This one essential changed everything. After I've met with Nikes, who became not just the vocal coach of the band, of the community I was in, he became my personal, I made him my personal vocal coach. 1 year after he came to train us, I became the best singer in my band. After that, I joined another band in the national level. He was coaching, he was leading, and I've applied the same principles. And after 3 years, I became the leader of that band. And I played even in a regional level in Central Africa, just because I found myself a vocal coach, a coach to help me in the domain I wanted to achieve great things. It is non-negotiable. Michael Jordan had a coach. LeBron James has a coach. Stephen Curry, Lewis Hamilton, Serena Williams, Lionel Messi, Sadio Mane, Kylian Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo, all of them, they have coaches, personal coaches. They invest their money not just to be in the right environment, but to have a coach. These are the two essentials. You need to find the right environment, and you need to find a coach. If you don't have those two things, it will be difficult, even impossible, for you to make the next year your best year. You need someone to push you. You need someone to give you the system. You need someone to hold you accountable. You need someone who can look at your life, who can look at what you are doing with an emotional detachment that will allow him to give you the right perspective that will help you change your life. You need a coach. That is what I'm doing. I'm a life coach, especially in the productivity industry. I am a productivity expert, and I can help you achieve great things in 2023. Everything I have ever achieved, I can trace it to an environment, a community, and to a coach that helped me achieve those results. Everything, I say, everything of significant value that I have achieved, it is because I was in a community of people who pushed me to become better, stronger, wiser, a better version of myself. And I had a coach who used to help me overcome my fears, overcome my self-doubts, overcome my poor self-esteem, who used to help me see the giant I am, the hero I am, who helped me awaken the giant that was asleep inside of me. You need those two essentials. It's mandatory. You need to invest in the right environment and in the right coach. Until today, your dream is still a dream. I can assure you that is because you haven't found the right environment and you haven't invested in the right coaching program. Point me, show me someone who have achieved or who is achieving great things in his field, who doesn't have a coach and is not part of a community. Show me one person. Successful people invest in coaching programs and in the right community. But average people and the rest, they do not even get the importance of having a coach, of having a community. It is mandatory. Proximity creates awareness. Proximity creates awareness. Proximity creates paradigm shift. Proximity creates opportunities, partnerships. Proximity creates things you can never be able to imagine. And proximity happens in a community. You have to invest yourself in those two things. Yes, your time, your energy, and your money. Why do you think that people who have a fitness room in their house leave that fitness room to go to a gym hall, to go to a gym where there is a coach, where there are other people who are working to get in good shape? Why do you think people are doing that? Because people understand that you can have a fitness room with all the gear, but if you don't have a community, if you don't have a coach, it will be difficult for you to exercise on a daily basis. It will be difficult for you to commit yourself to exercise on a daily basis. That is why they invest in a gym, because in the gym they have the community and they have the coach. It's time for you to invest in a community and in a coach. If you want to be coached by me, just reach out to me. Reach out to me, leave a comment and say, I want to be coached by you, and I will reach out to you and we will figure out how we will have to do that coaching program. You cannot do it by yourself. I have a coach. I have even many coaches in all the domains where I want to achieve greatness. I have coaches. I have a community I belong to. Do you have a community? Do you have a coach? How in the world do you think you will be able to become successful in the next year without a coach and without a community? This is what I wanted to share with you. If you want to be coached by me, or if you want to see if my coaching program fits with your goals, with your desires, with your dreams for the next year, just leave in the comment, I want to be coached by you, Zoe, and I will reach out to you and we will figure out if my coaching program fits with your goal, fits with your budget, and I can assure you that it will change your life. If you don't want to work with me, I beg you, find yourself a coach. even if it's not Zoe. Find yourself a coach. Get inside a community, and you will be able to achieve your dreams in 2023. This is what I wanted to share with you. I hope you've got some value from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast, this YouTube channel. We need you to spread the word about this channel, to spread the word about this podcast, to share this podcast, this channel with your friends, because we want to make more and more impact, and we cannot achieve that without you. We are grateful for everything you have been doing since you joined our community, but there is still more to be done. So like this video, share this video with people you know may need this kind of content, spread the word about this podcast, and as I usually say, it was Zoe from Cameroon, and I wish you success.